Hello everyone, Praisecooter here, and welcome to the beginning of my Pokemon Y Monotype Challenge. Oh, I got goosebumps. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, I've been really anxious to get started on this project, and I've been kind of holding off on it for a while, but now that we're at this point, I'm really amped to get started. Welcome to the world of Pokémon. I am Augustine Sycamore, the Kalos region's very own Pokémon professor. This world of ours is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokémon. These mysterious creatures can be found in every corner of our world. Some run across the plains, others fly through the skies, the others yet swim deep in the ocean. We live together with these Pokémon, lending our strength to one another to live and prosper. Let's get started with some quick questions. Are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, I'm a man, but from what I have played of the 6th generation, let's just say it is actually probably a lot more fair, quote unquote, to go with the lady. I'll have my reasons as we go along. Let's go for this one. Oh, I see. Would you tell me your name? Well, seeing as this does work, because Tyler is both a boy's and a girl's name. So it's Tyler's then. Did I get that right? Sure did. Très bien. What a fantastic name. Your adventure begins now. You're about to enter the world of Pokemon. Go meet many Pokemon people. Let's go visit the world of Pokemon. I missed half of the sentences because I was trying to be super outstanding with my voice. But yes, to those of you that saw the trailer, you know what typing this Monotype is going to be. But to those that haven't, well, be prepared. Hello. Oi! That was rude. Go to sleep with your 3DS. You know, I have yet to do that. Can we put it away? Alright, let's not. So yes, much like every other game, start off waking up in your home and... Oh, hello, ma'am. Yes? Fine. I'll go change. I would like to explore my pajamas, though. They're comfy. I looked in the mirror and instantly I put clothing on. Instantly clothes. Anyway. Again, I'm really super hyped for this game. Or super hyped to actually bring this project to you guys. Do I have to say hello to the neighbors? Fine, I guess I will. So, a lot of stuff I'm going to try and go through as much as I can about Pokemon and the mechanics and basic controls and, you know, everything you should do for proper Let's Play, but I'm still going to do the Monotype challenge that I've been doing for every generation, I guess, up to this point. Ah, hello. None of you have hats. I see I'm the protagonist here. Welcome to Vanderbilt Town. Hi, Callum. Oh, the renowned professor, you say? My reputation precedes me. What? Okay. We'll go get a Pokemon. Convenient plot wall of the door. Oh, hey, a Rhyhorn! Oh. I just want to talk to it. Aw. Oh, it's sleeping. So, yeah, we won't spend too much time mucking about in town and whatnot. I'm usually more of a straightforward to the point person. Plus, a lot of stuff you get from people doesn't start happening until at least like the third town in. So, let's begin our journey. Well, I appreciate the new outlook on town, but I mean, and secrets are right here. I wish. Oh, I'm coming. Don't worry. What were you talking about me? Were you talking bad things? What's with this 50s like jazz music out of nowhere? Sorry, a lot of times when I play a game by myself to learn it all, I'm usually hanging out with people, so I have to keep my sound off. So a lot of the music I hear for the first time. Ayo. So, no. No. Teekins? I mean, it works. I'm gonna do my own. 2 people. Much like everybody else. You can call me Scooter. Sounds good? Sounds good. Please do. That's what everybody else calls me. I hope so. I've been using that name for 6 years now. So this is the part where it's like, here, have a Pokemon. Now, I did give a little bit of thought to this, considering what type of Monotype we're doing. And I've done this in the past, where even though I'm not going with like the standard party, I still want to give my rival the upper hand, like you do in every other Pokemon game. Whereas the off rival, I guess you could call it, does not have as much of the benefit. And now with the typing I'm going with, there's really only one Pokemon that kind of counters my setup to any degree, which is Fire. So, Chespin it is. Oh, you have such high hopes, Chespin. Not going to happen for a long time. So I guess while they're talking, I'll interact with them as that. I'll kind of give you a quick rundown of how the Monotype works. No. So how am I? Well, I guess actually. Hooray! We have a Pokédex. So the Pokédex lets us record encounters of Pokemon we'll meet. Too bad we will not be using that at all. So important missions have been had. Oh, give it to dear Mama, huh? Alrighty. So they're gonna go off and have their own little journey. Alright, so we're gonna do that. So the basic idea of a Monotype, or I guess, or are we just getting more? Oh, nope, we're gonna. I figured this was gonna happen next. Oh, good lord, there's a lot I gotta explain here. So I should first off say that Chespin is not my first Pokemon. Not for this, anyway. So, as you can see by the lovely overlay and the thing on the right side there, you can see what my team is currently. Chespin not on there, obviously means that. Anyway. Alright. I really have to go over a lot right now, and I kind of rushed into this. So, basic Pokemon battles. Most people know it, but the point of these Pokemon battles is basically you must defeat your opponent by reducing their Pokemon's HP to 0 before yours does. There's also various weaknesses, strengths to each Pokemon and whatnot, but right now we're only dealing with the basic Pokemon triangle of fire, water, and grass. I have the upper hand in this battle because I have the grass starter. Seeing as grass beats water, let's just Vine Whip until we're done. Now they didn't start this until... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't even start all this. Your starter Pokemon gets a what is referred to as a stab attack move in your from the beginning until like late 5th gen. But basically, my Pokemon has its basic grass move, Vine Whip. Froakie has Bubble, Fennekin has Ember. And because I'm using a element that's of the same typing as my own, being that of grass, it actually does 1.5 times its normal damage, which is referred to as same type attack bonus, or stab for short. Also, that's something else that can happen, which is a critical hit, which basically, if you ever get a critical hit, it does more damage, plus it ignores anything else. It ignores any status bonuses your opponents have. And I'll talk more about that when they become relevant, but basically, anything that permanently boosts like defense or special defense won't matter at all. It'll be negated, it'll be moot point, they don't matter, you'll do the damage as if they have not boosted at all. Your Froakie sucks, mate. Sorry. Dankeschön for the fix. Okay, later. Anyway, so seeing as I started talking about special attack and special defense, we might as well look into that. Summary. Each Pokemon's stats are broken down. Each Pokemon's abilities and whatnot are based upon these 6 stats you see here on the upper screen. And you can also see Chespin's moves and whatnot on the lower screen if you wish. But divide up into HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. HP, that's pretty simple of how much hit points your Pokemon has. Speed dictates if your Pokemon will go first or second on each turn. If 2 Pokemon share the same speed stat, it will alternate every other turn who goes first. Attack and defense will work primarily against each other. The more attack you have, or the more attack or more defense you have, the more physical damage you'll be able to inflict or negate. And it's kind of the same idea for special attack and special defense. The more special attack you have and more special defense you have, the more non-contact, or the more damage you will deal or damage you'll reduce with non-contact moves. And also something else, go to the right here, let's see, mild. I don't think it's a good nature for a Chespin. But each Pokemon will also have a personality to it in these generations. Now, there's various charts you can refer to if you want to know specifically what does what, and I don't know what mild does because I'm not that much into the competitive scene. But, well, as I can tell right here by the red and blue numbers, or the red and blue names, I'll show it off a little more prominently when I get my actual starting Pokemon, but if your name is red, if that stat is red, that means it is the boosted stat based on what your nature is. And blue is the lowered stat based on what your nature is. So I actually got a Terabad Chespin, because Chespin is the defensive of the 3. But yes, anyway, as I was saying before, oh right, by the way, control nub or D-pad to move around, you can hold B to run, and then A to talk to people, that's about it. X to open your inventory, Y will be for something later on. There is so much I have to go over, it's not even funny. I might make this episode a little bit longer just to get all the explanations out of the way. We got Pokemon. Yes, yes, it's from Sycamore. Can you wait to open it till I'm actually out of the room, please? Okay, we have to go on a journey. I guess follow her upstairs. Or she's just gonna grab my stuff. So, as they will mention throughout the thing, your mother is a renowned Rhyhorn racer and breeder. So, that's why she makes a lot of references to Rhyhorn. I do know her. It is a wonderful experience. One I've had at least a dozen times now. Hi, Rhyhorn. Bye, buddy. Don't stop me. Hi. Thank you. I will go for broke. I will go for distance. I will reach the top of the mountain. Are you just going to go back to napping? Hi. So anyway, something I accidentally did earlier is you can get on top, in this game, they let you get on top of Pokemon. Now, I'm not controlling the Rhyhorn at the moment. But later on, you'll be able to ride Pokemon and do various activities with various Pokemon. But only certain ones, and it's kind of in locked areas. Anyway. So the last thing I need to talk about is actually the challenge itself now that we're starting out the journey proper. And if you guys already know what a Monotype challenge is, I won't feel bad if you want to skip ahead and go to the end of the episode. That's fine. But the basic idea behind a Monotype challenge is your team is all consisted of sharing at least the same typing, much like a gym leader does. So for this example, and I'm just going to give this example for what we're doing here. If you were doing, I gotta think of a Pokemon that has weird typing. There we go, that's one. So, for the example of this, I have Chespin now. So say if I was doing a fighting Monotype challenge, I would still be allowed to use Chespin because its final evolution becomes a grass fighting type. But the same also applies for other Pokemon in the negative connotation, where say you're doing a bug Monotype challenge, and you find a Trapinch. You find a Trapinch, which is bug ground. But once it evolves, it becomes a dragon ground type. So unless you plan on keeping it a Trapinch for life, you cannot use that Pokemon for your Monotype challenge, or Gym Leader challenge as it's called. There's one or two Pokemon that I have there's one Pokemon I have actually that I can think of right now that's in my planned team that has that kind of, I don't know what you want to say, that kind of rule set, that kind of workings behind it. But you'll see that I will fall into those rules over time as well if I'm not making a lot of sense right now. And I think that is everything I need to talk about for the Monotype challenge. It's actually a really simple challenge. It's just testing your knowledge of a Pokemon and its moves and what it can counter given its weaknesses. So with that being said, everyone, I want to thank you all so much for watching the first episode of the Pokemon Y Fairy Monotype Challenge. Next episode, once we go ahead and get a few things from town here, I'm hoping to get our first Pokemon, and work on leveling it up. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you back here next episode, when we'll push forward with our grand 6th Pokemon adventure. Take care, everyone.